Hello and welcome to CPTV. I'm your host, Liam Keating.
And I'm Luke Mullen.
CPTV provides a video-based news source for Creighton Prep. We'll be airing every 2 weeks.
First, let's go over some of the pertinent announcements for this upcoming week. Adoration will take place in the Skinner Chapel on Friday.
We'll be having our annual freshman Christmas dance on Saturday in the Commons.
There will be a CMAB meeting on Monday.
We'll be having our large Operation Others group meeting on Tuesday in the Commons at 6 p.m.
And Thursday the 8th is a formal dress day for all students.
Our main story this week, a senior is making waves in the powerlifting community. Charlie Johnson has the story.
I started powerlifting my sophomore year because I liked lifting weights from Fitness for Life, and I did that over the summer. And I wanted to continue lifting weights throughout the school year and not just do it in the summer, so I joined the powerlifting team.
This is Charlie Johnson with the main story this week. I had the pleasure of interviewing senior Henry Deers. During the interview, we talked about his journey in the sport of powerlifting. Deers has worked continuously throughout his years at Creighton Prep to make his way to state titles, national championships, and now a bid for the world championship.
Powerlifting, you perform the squat, bench, and deadlift, and you have 3 attempts at each, and your goal is to get the heaviest one you can do on each lift. And my personal bests are 425 in the squat, 235 on the bench press, and then 475 on the deadlift.
Coach Dan Barton has credited Deers' success to his determination and consistency. Deers practices year-round instead of just in the winter season of powerlifting. His work ethic is what drives him to become the best powerlifter he can be.
There's a bunch of different powerlifting federations around the United States, and the biggest and most competitive one is the USAPL. So I decided to do a meet in that, and in my first meet, I broke 2 national records, and then went to nationals that year, and then took 2nd place, and then I ended up qualifying for Worlds that year.
Deers has successfully qualified for the World Championships in Minsk, Belarus. He will lift in the 66-kilogram weight class, equaling 145 pounds. Worlds will take place in June of 2017. You can find Deers training for Worlds at your local Omaha Barbell. This is Charlie Johnson from CPTV. Back to you, Luke.
Thank you, Charlie. Next, we'll throw it out to Uncaging the Bird hosts Matt Boulay and Aiden Swanson for our sports segment. Today, they'll be breaking down the upcoming basketball season.
Hi there, folks. I'm Matt Boulay here, Creighton Prep sports expert and co-host of Uncaging the Bird alongside Aiden Swanson,
expert of sport and co-host of Uncaging the Bird.
Today we're going to be previewing the Creighton Prep basketball team and their matchup tonight against Lincoln Northeast at 7:15 p.m. at Lincoln Northeast. I'd like to preview a couple of players by myself. First, I'd like to preview A.J. Huebner. A.J. is a very pivotal player on this team. I don't foresee him starting, but I believe he'll be an energy off the bench, a spark off the bench, and he likes to hang around the threes. He's a good shooter. However, I know he can't touch a rim. So, Matt Wollendorf I'd like to preview next. He's been a 4-year player here at Creighton Prep, and he's very, very devoted to this team. I see him being a senior leader on the team and making a lot of noise here in the Metro. So look for big things from Matt Wollendorf. And then the final player I'd like to preview is Akala Rope. Akala was on the JV team last year, but unfortunately had a knee injury that put him out for the rest of the season. But at his time when he was not injured, he had a very, very good beginning of the season and was very athletic. I think at one point he dunked over somebody, didn't he?
I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he did.
So I'd like to preview some juniors here. Grant Shaq Matthews, coming off a very successful season as a tight end for Creighton Prep football. How he transitions without really an off season, no off season for Grant. From football to basketball, we'll see how that goes. Spencer Mose, he is undefeated in his tenure as a Creighton Prep basketball player, along with a lot of those guys who transferred from the freshman A team to JV last year. They're over 50-0, but they'll be without Drew Dunham and Tom Searle this year. They're not playing basketball.
Big losses.
Yeah. And Will Dempsey is taking over as the new team manager for legendary managers Chase Van Dyke and Alan Reed. The way he really influences the coaching style of Coach Lukey will be a very interesting to see. You know, he'll be a spark off the bench as a team manager.
And you know, those team managers, they're very pivotal to the
teams. They are.
They bring energy to the locker room, and like you said, they can even influence the coach's choices sometimes.
Yeah.
So tonight, Prep takes on Lincoln Northeast at 7:15 p.m. And on Saturday is the championship game of their 4-team tournament. We will be in the championship game, and it's at 2:45. Hope to see you there. Back to you, Luke and Liam.
Thank you, Matt and Aiden. Now it's time to move to our friendly man on the streets, Charlie Johnson, who will be interviewing students about their favorite dance moves, as well as asking them what Saturdays are for.
Your first question is, what are Saturdays for?
Saturdays are for the boys.
And the second question is, what is your go-to dance move, and please show us.
Probably have to be Danene. That.
No, yeah.
Like that.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Yeah. What is your go-to dance move, and please show us.
It's called the geese dance. It's popularized by my ancestors. It goes like this.
Let's never do that again, please and thank you. But thank you for your time.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you later. Your first question is what are Saturdays for?
Snuggling with the boys.
I love snuggling. All right, and your second question is what is your go-to dance move, and please show us.
Oh, it's the whip.
What is your go-to dance move, and please show us. You want to go first?
I don't know the name of this dance move.
All right, well, visuals.
Am I gonna have to show you?
Yeah.
Just kind of keep with the hips.
All right, thank you for that. And Taylor, what is your go-to dance move? I don't think you can beat that, honestly, so you might as well.
Yeah, but you just did that. Alright, well, yeah, see, I don't really have a go-to dance move. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the movie Hitch, you know, but I like to keep it in 6 inches, you know, you just right here.
Just back and forth.
Right here. We don't need to be making any pizzas. They got pizzas there, you know. We don't need to do the Q-tip and throw it in the trash can. We're just right here. Just right here. Might get a little, you know, might get a little hip movement into it. That's, you know, something easy, something light for the kids, you know?
Yeah, just family friendly.
Family friendly all the time.
This is the worst man on the street interview ever.
Thank you, Charlie. Those are some pretty great dance moves by Aaron with the whip.
On that note, please tune in for our next episode on December 15th. We'll be taking an in-depth look at Operation Others.
Thank you for watching CPTV. We'll see you in 2 weeks.